This is the second firing of 2013. We got a selection of seems to be plates, bowls, and some goblets. First of all is how successful was our firing. Here's your cone guide to give you an idea how well we did. This is our cone 6 and our guard cone 7. So this is perfect. We hit the desired temperature for this type of clay. So first things out is just another bowl, a pretty bowl. Just nice variegated finish. And probably the nicest part on this level, there's some plates. 2 plates. We'll get close up of those later. And then some goblets. Some blues and greens, and it runs a bit, the formulation of that glaze. Just a couple layers of color on them. And more bowls, yes. And just a little dipping bowl. Okay, I'm just going to lift out a kiln shelf here. So this is an interesting one. I was curious what this would look like. It's a tea dust glaze with something to make it run extra. It's pretty. It's very pretty. And you can see how it's ran down to the foot and has sort of formed globules along the bottom. That's nice. Oh, hi, Scamp. And here are more of these goblets. And there's that tea dust. Again, with that runny glaze on it. That's very nice, that one. Yeah, it is. And finally, one of our multicolored mugs, just to do a final test. This was a leftover from a previous firing, just not enough room. Okay, I'm going to have to pull out a couple shelves here. Okay, we're on the second shelf. It's not much here because it's a large plate on the shelf, and there's not much room for everything. As well as we have another cone to make sure that the firing of the kiln is even throughout, even temperature-wise, and you can see this cone has gone right to the tip as well, so it fired to the perfect temperature then. So we have, first of all, a little, very little, cappuccino, no. Espresso cup. That's cute, very cute. And a piece of this one. We have a plate. That ended up very nice too. Very nice. Hope you got a good look at that. You'll be able to see it later when it's laid flat on the table. But that looks pretty good to me. Okay, well, I have to dig out the final shelf now. Be back in a second. Okay, we're on the final layer. Bowls and goblets. So it's a set of 3 bowls. Nesting set. That's pretty nice. That's quite a nice one to go. And the next piece, oh, that's very dramatic, aren't they? And the smallest piece. It shows well. All of the bases need a little bit of sanding down. They have a little bit of grit on the bottom. You can hear it now, especially when it comes out. Right, it needs a bit of sanding, smoothing off. Then it just comes off with a little bit of sandpaper, just part of the firing process. More goblets. And there's just 3 more here. It's an odder shape, isn't it? Oh, a water glass. And another goblet. Well, that's it for this time. It's just a few basic shapes. We'll put them all on the table and take a look at them then with bright daylight. That's all for now. So here's a final look at all the work that came out of the kiln. Again, a selection of bowls, wine goblets, plates. That's it, really. I have to work on those goblets. They're a little bit of variety in sizes there, but they're close. They're not bad. Again, the 3-piece nesting bowls. I really like that running effect. That came out really well on the size of that big bowl. There's a different glaze, a tea dust glaze with the addition of a runnier glaze on the surface. It gives a real good run to it. You can see it with the versus the goblet here, where it has not moved as much except right around the rim. That's a nice effect. And the plate, let's get a better angle there. It's a nice decoration. Could use a little more to strengthen the color around the edges. Work on the design a bit more. That's a nice mate to it. And finally, the piece that really shows off the plates nicely, hey? And if we change the angle, do we get to see any more to it? No. Anyway, that's it for now. I'll probably be in 3 more weeks. We'll be at the Sundry Winterfest, and 3 weeks after that, we'll have another kiln opening at that time. Thanks, and see you then.